Cassie Caviar just subbed, it's been 9 months. Holy crapperoni.
Hello. Hi. Wow, I'm a little eaten up by all of these different things. Here we go. Hi. Hope everyone is doing well this morning, everybody. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Himeutsugi, here for an early morning stream. Why? Mainly because I have a lot of personal things I have to take care of this evening, and then I have Dagger Heart at like 8, so I knew I wouldn't be able to stream in the evening like normal, so hey, why not wake up a little early and make it an early morning stream instead? It kind of encourages me to wake up on time and everything too. Only joke's on me, I woke up 2 hours ahead of my alarm, and then it turned it into an impromptu like cleaning session. I threw out some, well, not threw out, but we'll go donate them, some of my old clothes, a lot of things that my mother gave me that I will never wear and I just need to be real about. Folded up some stuff, so now the top of my dresser isn't covered in junk. Just in time for one of my old students to send me a newspaper article that's like, oh, studies show that the most creative people have messy rooms, and he's like, there's hope for you. Oh man. I don't know how I could get owned so many times in one morning by such a variety of people. I'm just, man. It was very cute though. I appreciated it. But yeah, good morning everyone. Mr. Schaff got first. And then hello to Scroll Killer Flame, Cassie with a 9-month sub streak, which is nuts. I can't believe it's already been 9 months since I've known you. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. But man. I saw Zachary. Yeah, Zachary. Kichin, Blue. Brovaken. 65 stream streak. That's nuts. You were one off of the perfect square. Yeah, everyone's at work. That's funny. Hi, Cheeky. But yes, good morning. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. I love that. 120 is such a beautiful number. But yeah, thank you to everyone for being here. I know it's like the crack of dawn here. Let me make my blue sky post, because when Kai wakes up earlier, you know they're gonna have opinions if I haven't posted that I'm going live. Hang on. Hime live on Twitch now. Wow. How many times am I going to typo my own name? That is the question. I hope everybody slept well, or if you are on the opposite side of the world, I hope you will sleep well and hope you're doing okay right now. Okay. Oh, I guess I'll post the YouTube link as well. But yeah, so we're playing a collection of shorter games today, which is something that I had planned to do from the beginning of my Donathon, but couldn't quite fit it in to the schedule the way it originally worked out. So I'm glad I fixed up my stream rotation a little bit, and I think this will give me a chance to like actually do some of the things that I wanted to do without having to worry so much about how it fits into the rotation. So this new 8-stream rotation gives me a little bit more flexibility. Just got home from work. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so this will be nice and cozy. So I've got a variety. I've got 3 games. I don't know if I can make it through all 3 of them. And so I will just we'll put the info in. We'll just do the best we can. Okay, keep an eye out for those pesky ants. I caught another one this morning. Oh, my cat is here to stand guard, though. Hello, cat. Okay, so first up, we're going to play this game called To Care for an Orchid, which I will link here in the chat. That way I can put that there on YouTube and pin it on YouTube and on Twitch. But a lot of these shorter games are like games that I got in some sort of bundle and like, oh man, this looks really cool, I'm gonna make a note and play it eventually, and never quite got around to it. Some of these, when I opened it up, it's like, you own this game from 300 days ago. Don't out me like that. But yeah, so we're gonna start with this one. It is called To Care for an Orchid. I have a couple of reasons for this. The main reason is that I've never been able to keep an orchid alive. They are very hard to care for, like hothouse flowers. So if you water them not quite right, or the temperature is a little bit too low, they're just gonna wilt and die. And so I, can't keep a real orchid alive, but maybe I can keep like a fake one alive. Who knows? We'll see how my dice luck is. Hi, London. Taking my glasses again first thing in the morning, I see. But yeah, so we're gonna take a look at this one. Very short game, so I don't want to show too much of the PDF, but I'll show the first page here. But you are trying to care for an orchid. Orchids are surprisingly hard to care for and will die, and if everything is not perfect. To play this game, you will need something to write on. I have obsidian, and a 6-sided die. To begin, you will need to roll the die once and add 3. These are the total numbers of flowers and leaves that are on the orchid. Leaves and flowers represent the number of rounds in the game. If you wish, you can draw the orchid, mark off each leaf and flower as you go. I'll be completely real with y'all. As I was picking out which games I wanted to do for this first set, I eliminated all the ones that involve drawing. I'm just not in the mood today, so I'm not going to draw that orchid. So sorry. But if you play this, you totally should. If you are above stick figure level, unlike me, couldn't be me, I highly recommend. I hear it's very therapeutic and cool. Do so. I just can't. Okay. So I'm going to have obsidian open from here. So this is my little one-shot, it's cozy shorts. So we're going to start with to care for an orchid. So first we're going to roll a d6 and add 3, and that's going to be the flowers and leaves. Oops. Easy enough. Hold it, focus real quick. It's such a mood, Hime. Some days you just don't. I mean, drawing already is a bit of a strain for me. I'm not good at it, and my perfectionistic nature demands that I not do things that I'm not good at. I still push myself to do it anyways because, that's how you grow. But, today I just want to be cozy. I don't want to do any of that. So I roll a 3, perfectly average. So if I add 3, there are 6 flowers and leaves to start with. I'm gonna, let's gamba. Let's have y'all gamba. Will Hime's orchid survive? Yes. No. Give y'all, I don't know, 5 minutes. Surely I won't finish the game that quickly, so you have 5 minutes to make your prediction while I figure this out. Okay. Every round, roll the dice and add it to one of the following necessities: water, sunlight, soil, nutrients. You can also take a maximum of half from your result and subtract that from another necessity. Okay, so the necessities. Trying to make everything line up because you know how I am. Soil. Wow, I wrote spo instead of soil. That's great. Nutrients. And everything lines up nicely there. Ooh, I don't like how close it is to the text, so I'm gonna give everything one more spacer. There we go. Okay. You will roll the dice, add it to one of the following necessities. You can also take a maximum of half from your result and subtract that from another necessity. There's a chart to determine which necessity can be used to subtract from what. So sunlight drains water, water drains nutrients, nutrients drains sunlight. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, okay, so I have 6 rounds, because that's each round. Alright, right. Okay. do this to keep track of which round it currently is. Okay, that's basically that. The aim is to end the game with all 3 of the necessities being equal. Oh, it's a math game. Okay. If you are unable to end the game with an equal amount and the orchid dies, you feel a little sad for a bit and may even consider giving up looking after plants. If all of the necessities are equal and are 3 to 4, then your orchid is extremely happy. It's got a perfect amount. Its flowering looks beautiful. If your necessities match but they're 1 to 2, your orchid is a little under-maintained but is perfectly happy. And then there's some things that happen depending on what kind of bad ending, based on which one is the highest, so I'll worry about that if I get the bad ending. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Okay, so every round, I roll a d6, and I have to add it. Okay. Okay, and then it's half rounded down. Okay, so I think I understand. All right, I'm gonna use this pink dye. It's all sparkly and stuff. Okay, so it's round 1. Or I'll increment the counter at the end. Yeah. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Yay! All right, I rolled a 6 right up. I guess I'll do sunlight. Okay. I don't like that it's that right away. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Next. Three. Nutrients, sunlight, water, things, nutrients. Nutrients. Soil and nutrients, okay. Oh, water drains soil and nutrients. Interesting. Nutrients drain sunlight, soil drains sunlight. Interesting. So they have 2 that are on the same part of the chart. Okay. I guess I'll do soil out of 3. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I guess I'll do 6 nutrients. Probably need to start draining soon. You can also take a maximum of half from your results, subtract. Do you do that? Oh, wait, okay. Add it. Then you can also, not instead, but also. I see. Okay. Actually, so in that case, instead of doing all 6 into nutrients, I'm gonna take half of nutrients, take a maximum of half, subtract that from another necessity. So I would be adding to something and subtracting to something else. Okay, so nutrients drain sunlight, so I'm going to do that. So half of 6 is 3, so I'm going to decrease that down to 3. See, because it says you roll the dice, you add it. Wait, is this Stardew music? Yes, it is. You add it to the necessity, then you can also take a maximum of half and subtract that from another. Okay, that's fine. So I'm adding and subtracting at the same time. Okay, all right. So that was the end of round 3. So now we have another round. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll put 1 into water. No point in subtracting. This might be tough. Two. And add 2 to water. Water drains nutrients, so I'm going to subtract 1 from nutrients. That's the end of round 4. Well, this might be tough, you guys. Ugh. There is no escape. You're right. That's just how it is. It'd just be like that. Okay, I rolled a 2. Do I just try to make everything 5? No, it's okay. I'll add 2 to something. Nutrients. I'll do water. That's the end of. Oh, y'all, I don't think this orchid is gonna survive. Ooh. Ooh. Because I only have 1 roll left, and I have to add to. Oh, wait! Oh crap, I played this wrong. Soil and nutrients are the same necessity. Okay, alright, I messed up. Shoot. I'm gonna start over. I messed up. I'm gonna start over because I messed up. Soil and nutrients are, in fact, the same thing. I was like, what is this? Jeez. Okay, I misunderstood. Soil and nutrients are the same. There's only 3 necessities. Why would you? Okay, alright, it's fine. Let me try that again. I messed up. Okay. Alright. Well, no, I remember I rolled a 6 and then a 3. 6, 3. 6, 3. It's okay. That's too much to backtrack. I'll just start over. I messed up. 4. 6. Do I want to remove half? Probably not. Okay. 5. And then I can take half, rounded down. Half of 5 is 2.5. I round down, it's 2, and I'll subtract 2 from sunlight. But sunlight drains water. I don't want to drain water. Or maybe I do, because then I could add to it. Okay, I'll drain water, actually. Sometimes you gotta take a step back to take a step forward. Wait, no, that was the end of round 2, actually. No, that was right. Just add it to sunlight. Okay. Water drains nutrients. Half of 2 is 1, so I can subtract 1 from soil. Okay, we're very close. 4, 5, 5. Oof. It's a 1. Here's the problem. I have 1 round left. Oh god, I can't stop. I'm gonna lose because it doesn't matter. Shoot. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't matter what I add 5 to. Okay, well. My orchid died. If sunlight is your highest necessity, then your orchid is underfed and dried out. R.I.P. Yay, channel. What do you mean, yay, channel points? That's so rude. How could you? Can't believe you bet against me and won. So rude. Alright, I see. I don't know if this is cozy. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. Again. Oh, thanks for my glasses back. London, hear me out. You could have also just not taken my glasses to begin with. There's only 5 rounds in this one. See, that would have been nice. Okay, let's try again. does not compute. 2. Oh, let's water the orchid. 5. Don't want to remove anything yet. 4. Let's see, soil drains sunlight, so I could remove 2 from sunlight. I could. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Maybe like that. Then water drains nutrients. So I could subtract 2 from nutrients. Guess I could do that. Make it easier to add 2. Wait, no, I don't want to do that, actually. Ugh. No, I think I've lost it. Wait, did I do water? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Under. Hi, Kroggy. Well, sunlight drains water, but I think if half of 1 is half, which rounds down to 0, so unfortunately that's it. So my water is the highest, so it's dead again. Your orchid has simply drowned in too much water. Okay. So it turns out caring for an orchid in a TTRPG is just as difficult as caring for one in real life. Plus, I don't have the buff of having my dad or the husband take care of the orchid. Okay, it's a 3, so I'm at 6 rounds again. I don't know if having an even number of rounds probably makes it worse. It's a 6. Why? Why? Two. What drains the sunlight? Soil. Okay, so add 2 to soil and then subtract 1 from sunlight. Get that down a little bit. Okay. Sepia, you're doing well. Okay, for the first time ever, I really need this next roll to be a 1, because if this next roll is a 1, then I win. But if not, then I lose. Goodness gracious. We have drowned the orchid. We have drowned the orchid once more. I'm gonna give it one more shot. If I can't make it in this last one, we're gonna move on to the next game. It just, you know, orchids are just not meant to be. I can't keep them alive digitally or IRL. God. Sad. Okay. Let's try one more time. I thought this was supposed to be cozy. I messed up. I thought a gardening game would be cozy. I guess it is cozy in a way, but man. Okay, well, it's a very short number of rounds. I got 4 rounds. Okay. Please. Well, I want to, or sunlight drains water, so I could do this. Subtract. No, I probably don't want to do that. I'll do this. Okay. I don't think it's possible to win for me. Man, okay. Yeah, and especially not if that happens. Drowned the orchid. Once again. Oh, you know what? I just realized I could show the flowers and leaves like... Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try one more time. One more time. This time I think I... Alright. Number of rounds. Good morning, Rex. I've killed 4 orchids. Hope you're having a good morning. Alright. Probably about to kill my 5th one too, not gonna lie. You know, do you know orchids get their name from? I don't. What do orchids get their name from? And why do I feel like it's actually... You've reminded me, just because I feel like this might be the setup for a pun, but you reminded me I forgot to open fishing in RPG, so I'm gonna do that really quick. I'm gonna... Fishing. This is not pressure for you to make a pun, I'm just saying because you could have made a pun as your answer, it reminded me to open it. Okay, anyways. So we have 8 flowers and leaves this time, so I don't know, maybe with a little more space I have more time. So we'll start by watering it. Five. The dirty thing, when the Romans first saw them, they thought the roots looked like testes. They named it after the Latin word. That's... You know what? That makes a lot of sense, though. Because they kind of do. Not gonna... So, that's funny. I didn't know that's where it came from, but not surprising somehow. Okay. 4. Should I remove 2 with sunlight? No, because sunlight drains the water. Okay, I think it's okay. You only have time to care for the flower or kids, but not both. See, it was worth me turning fishing back on. It's 2. I haven't actually subtracted anything yet. Guess I don't have to. Okay. I do this. Then half of 3 soil drains the sunlight, so let's round it down, so I'll do that. Maybe? Oh. This is tough. They really did make this tough, but in probably a realistic way, because it shouldn't be easy to care for a freaking orchid. Okay, I'll do that. So if I can roll a 2, then I win. If I don't, then I lose. It's usually how it goes, isn't it? No! No! Ah! I was so close. 787. Well, the orchid has died once again. I was very close this time, so maybe it's a little bit less dead than usual, but yeah, it is the sunlight, so it dried out. Y'all, I think orchids are just not meant to be kept alive. I tried 5 times, man, and I got really close that last time. The other ones, yeah, that was, you know, actually, round 2 was really close too. I had 644 on that one, but like, I got so close. It's just hard because you can't predict, and there's the probability is always against you, which is true when taking care of orchids too. So this is, I feel, okay, was this a cozy game? No. Did this 100% simulate what it's like taking care of an orchid? Yes. So as an orchid simulation, it 100% succeeded. I hate it. That's so funny. Okay, we're gonna move on to a different game. How could this happen? How could this happen? It's so funny and sad. Goodness gracious. Well, yeah, so I tried 5 times. So this one I got in the solo but not alone 6 bundle, but you can get the game for $4, which I linked up there in the pinned message. And over on the red website, people, I will put that in the description of the video. Actually, I'll do that now. Or I forget. I didn't want to put it ahead of time because I wasn't sure if we would actually get to all of them, so. I'll just update it as I go instead. Okay. So now we're going to try another one. And we're going to go in a different direction. We're going for the cozy experience, lurking because work. Understandable. Hi, Taro. Bye, Taro. Okay. This on. So this one is called Simply Fishing. This one. Okay. So this is the second game. I either own this or I have it on my wish list. Nice. I mean, it's a free game, so it is pay what you want, but it is, you know, you could pay nothing nicely. I think it is nice to chip in some money if you can, but the game is available for free, which is nice. It is designed to be able to be played within 15 minutes. So we'll just go and see how far we get. But that is what we're playing. So now we're gonna play Simply Fishing. So just go past this orchid stuff. Okie dokie. All right. So we're changing from gardening, because I clearly don't have a knack for it, to fishing. Okay. Alright, so hello and welcome to Simply Fishing, a single-player TTRPG that's simply about fishing. In this game, you'll play the everyday life of a fisher in a world of your own creation. What do you need to play? To play, you'll need a deck of cards with jokers removed. A couple of 6-sided dice, the character sheet, and a place to journal. Oh, and you'll need a minimum of 15 minutes. Yeah. The character sheet is very simple, so I'm just going to recreate it in Obsidian instead of doing the character sheet PDF. I already removed the jokers yesterday, so I'll just take these out. Alright, so I've got my Howl's Moving Castle cards. Let me open the character sheet again to see it, and then I will just recreate it in Obsidian. Fishing spot. Spot level. Fishing rod level. Current bowl. Okay, I'm going to use my kind of town name generator that I have from the game that I've been working on called Plutonic Yearning. So let's just open that really quick. Alright, so there's 12 town names here. I'm just gonna use that. Need a D12. I got a 12. This is the town of Lewiston. Oh, I should have kept that open because I think I've got names in there too. Okay, so the town of Lewiston. My fisher is, I guess I could pick a name, whatnot. I guess let me get the thing from ballads. So you just use my own name generator. I think the oracles are all at the end. Names. I'm gonna use a neutral Vemby name. So 2d6s. Oh, wow, double sixes. Now that's great. So their name is Wren. It's a bird. I'm Bird. The fishing spot is, okay, so I'm in the town of Lewiston. My fisher is Wren, who's a young college grad that's kind of between jobs, like freshly graduated with their masters, but they haven't really gotten a job with it yet because imagine in this economy. Also, there's a surprise quest. If y'all donate 50 points worth, I will have to do 15 jumping jacks. Yuck. Their fishing spot is this bridge inside of a rich neighborhood that they sneak into for walks. I say sneak into, but it's not like it's guarded or anything. It's like mildly gated, but relatively easy to get into. And despite being like a rich people neighborhood, they're surprisingly chill. So lots of kids go there and fish, not a big deal. But everyone does call it the 1% bridge. So that is the fishing spot, the 1% bridge. Cool. So I've got the deck of cards, I've got a couple of dice. I don't know how many I need, but I've got several. And we're gonna go. I created the world. Oh, oops. I already did that. Give it a name and 3 simple traits. Suburbia, chill-ish, college town, suburbia. Wren, I already described. Fishing spot, I already described. I didn't give it 3 traits, I just went ahead and fleshed the whole thing out. Mildly gated as opposed to spicily gated. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely tiers for how heavily neighborhoods are gated, you know? Like, some neighborhoods, they do have a gate, but sometimes the gate is broken for, like, months at a time and nobody really cares. Versus the gated communities that have, like, 24-hour, 24/7 guards, you know? Wild. How to play. Each day in this game is made up of small moments and simple tasks. You'll go through the day recording the facts and results of what happens. You don't need to stop and answer each prompt. Just take note of what happens. The forecast, the fish you catch or don't, random events, gold earned, any upgrades you make, and anything else you want to note. When the day is over, during the reflection phase, you'll use these notes to write a short journal entry from your fisher's point of view. That's when the story takes shape. Think of it like this. So during the day, you take notes. Oops, I could just put it here. So during the day, you take notes. Then you turn the notes into the story. And yeah. So check forecast, go fishing, float about, sell and upgrade, reflection. Okay. Pretty easy to understand, I would say. Oh, let's see here. Should be writing. Okay. Check forecast. Alright, actually, so I should jot down. What do they say to jot down each day? Forecast. Okay. I think this is pretty much, if my character was keeping a journal, that's pretty much what would be in it too, you know, so. And then when the day's over, during the reflection phase, okay, that's pretty much it. That's why I always have something copy paste. Alright, so day 1, forecast. Okay. 4. An unusual day. Roll twice during the float about phase. +1. Roll twice during float about. Okay. Fishing is the heart of the game. Each day your fisher will head to their fishing spot, cast their line, and see what the day brings. How well they fish depends on 2 simple things, their fishing rod and their fishing spot. When your fisher goes fishing, you'll draw 1 card for each level of your fishing spot. At the start of the game, your fishing spot is level 1. Okay. So you'll draw 1 card a day. The card you draw represents the fish you're trying to catch. When you upgrade your fishing spot later, you'll be able to catch multiple fish a day. Each fish has a suit, and that suit tells you what kind of number you need to roll on a 6-sided die to catch it. Alright, that was a super shuffle fail. Nobody saw that. If you saw it, you didn't. Blot it from your memory. Okay. Alright, so what am I trying to catch? An ace of clubs. So, clubs is I need to roll a 1, a 3, or a 5. Your fishing rod level tells you how many dice you can roll to try and catch some fish. You start at level 1, which means you roll 1 die. Okay, so my fishing level is also 1. If any of your die match one of the suit's numbers, you catch the fish. If not, the fish escapes. Each die rolled can catch up to 1 fish as long as they match the correct number. Along with that, each fish is worth gold based on the number on the card. Okay, it's an ace, so it's worth 4. Oh, it's worth the most. Whenever you catch a fish or lose a fish, write down its suit number and gold is worth. Also give it a name and some basic traits depending on its unique suit and value. Interesting. Okay. So, it's an ace, which means I need to roll a 1, a 3, or a 5. Deletes memory. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hi, Kailania, good to see you. I feel like it's been a minute. A 5. Oh my gosh, I caught the fish! Y'all, I caught it. I caught the ace of clubs. Oh my gosh, my kid. Caught. Yippee! Oh, well, I did it. Yippee. After you are done fishing for the day... Dang. You caught all of 1 fish and you're done for the day. I mean, I know that's just how it is because it's level 1, but dang. Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, I did it. I caught that fish. Okay, I instantly feel better about killing 5 orchids. We don't have to worry about all the orchids that I killed. Alright, roll a d6 to see what happens. Alright, so we are now floating about. I get to roll twice because it's an unusual day. Rolled a 2 and a 3, so you discover something new about your fishing spot and a neighbor drops by. Okay. I'll just jot that down in the notes. Okay. Selling and upgrading. After floating about, it's time to finish the day by selling and upgrading. First, you'll sell any fish you manage to catch. Add up the gold value of the fish you caught today. The aces are worth 4 gold, so I get 4 gold. Once you've totaled your gold, you can spend it to improve your gear. You can each upgrade costs 3 gold. Okay. I want to upgrade my fishing rod first, because that lets me roll more dice. So I think that'll be nice. Again, I want everything to line up. Oh, let's put this here. There we go. All right, that's the footer there, so we're doing well. Okay. So that's good. So I spent 3, I have 1 gold left, so I've upgraded my fishing rod. And now it's the moment of reflection. And you just keep doing it. When you feel your fisher's story is complete, you'll know it's time to put down your rod. That's nice. Okay. Yeah. So it is a lot like Plutonic Yearning in the sense that you just play, you just fish. Some days are exciting, some days it's not exciting, and then stuff just happens, and then the game is over. The game is literally called Simply Fishing, and it is. And I know Plutonic Yearning goes into more detail about mining, and it's, there's a lot more gameplay, but maybe I have to adjust it, because I feel like the point of the game was supposed to be about just mining, and I think I might have overcomplicated it. I mean, it's something that I've been thinking about lately too. I'll keep working on it, but it's nice when you play a game and you get inspired by its design philosophy and everything too. Okay, so based on that, I am going to yep. Alrighty. Oh, hi, Iris.
Sylvian906 is rating with 5 Frogos.
Thank you so much for the raid, Sylvian906. Thank you. Hello. What was your special event? Thank you so much for raiding. I hope you had a great stream. Good to see you. Hi. Hello. Oh, and I see hello Double Danger on YouTube too. Kind of both happened at the same time. Thank you. You were watching, oh, the Nintendo Direct. Nice. Oh, that was fun. I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I'm a little like removed, like, oh, it's cool, but I don't want to watch it and get like severe FOMO. But I hope that some cool things were announced. Yeah, that's awesome. But welcome, thank you so much for raiding. If you don't know me, my name is Himeutsugi. You just call me Hime. I am a non-binary parrot VTuber. That's what these wings are. To be exact, I'm a Malabar parakeet, but you know, who wants to be exact nowadays? I specialize in streaming TTRPGs or tabletop role-playing game content with a specific lean on solo TTRPGs. Today I am playing a collection of shorter solo games. These are kind of like one-pagers or really some of them are like trifold type, just games that are meant to be played in 15 minutes to half an hour. The first game I played was one where I had to take care of an orchid and try to keep it alive. If you know anything about taking care of orchids, they are extremely temperamental, so I tried 5 times and each time I killed the orchid, so I gave up, and now I'm playing a game about fishing, and I caught my fish first try, so I feel good about that. But yeah, if you want to stick around, that is what I'm doing, just nice chill time, playing these kind of cozy short games. But if you have to raid and run, totally understand. Please take care of yourself. I hope the direct went well and that some cool games got shown. Did they show anything about the new Pokemon game? It's the only one I'm, Switch 2. Someday I'll get a Switch 2. Maybe I'll get a Switch 2 around when the new Pokemon game comes out, because surely then they'll do like a cool exclusive for it, right? So my FOMO hasn't reached critical mass yet. Because the Pokemon game was basically what got me to get the Switch 2. Switch, the original Switch, so... Just Pokemon simp, what can I say? Only Pokopia stuff. Oh, okay. Are they adding more stuff to Pokopia? I know it's been doing really well. Thanks for the follow. Pokopia looks so cute. I've been living vicariously through watching my friends play it. Haha. Oh, and Ear Trumpet, thank you so much for the gift membership over there. Sorry, I was locked into the writing, so I looked away for a second. When I looked up, suddenly that was there. Oh, I'm also in the middle of my Donathon. I just realized I forgot to do my Donathon blurb at the beginning, but I feel like at this point everybody knows what's going on with my Donathon. It turns out that the time was off by about 6 hours, so I added that last night. So yeah, we're going on. Oh, hi, Neltharis! Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hi, Revy! Oh, nice. So you got Sneeping Borb. I think I'm done. So, it's been a few months since I graduated with my master's, but I haven't been able to find a job. Scratch that, I can't even leave the town my college was in. I know my parents would probably spot me some emergency cash if I really needed it, but I can't run back home with my tail between my legs after building up my education so much. One of my friends tells me about this great fishing spot, the 1% Bridge. I don't know much about fishing, but money's money. I used the last of my savings to buy a decent fishing rod. The guy says it's modular, so I can upgrade it later. I go out to the bridge and it takes a couple hours, but I do find the best spot to stand. Rather than standing on the bridge itself, I decide to stand in this rocky area a little ways down. Once I move, I get a fish right away. It's an iridescent blue fish with shimmery scales. I feel kind of bad about fishing it up, but money is money, you know. Turns out the fish is pretty rare and I make enough from it that I can afford to upgrade my rod. Not bad for my first day. While I'm doing that, one of the people from the neighborhood drops by and gives me some fishing advice. Would have been nice to have it before I started fishing, but I won't turn down advice. I'll be back tomorrow anyway. As Isabella once said, "What you doing?" I am playing this game called Simply Fishing. It is exactly what it sounds like. I am simply fishing. Hehe. Alright. I'm playing a collection of like cozy solo TTRPGs that are short. I killed off this Orchid pretty badly, so now we're doing this. Alright, so we're gonna check the forecast. 3, it's a tremendous storm. Skip straight to reflection. A game of mining rocks. I get it, kinda. Yeah, perhaps. Alright, so forecast tremendous storm. Well, I wanted to fish, but an awful thunderstorm hit the area and I don't want to get struck by lightning, so I guess that's that. Cool. Day is over. Sag. Day 3. Got a 4. An unusual day. Okay. So now we're going to go fishing. So first I draw a card. It is, it's Queen of Diamonds, which means that I need to roll a 4, a 5, or a 6. But I have now upgraded my fishing rod, so I can roll 2 dice, 2 d6s. Maybe getting struck by lightning can supercharge you. Maybe. Or maybe I become the fish superhero. Leave the electricity in the water and just wade in and collect the fish. Easy peasy. True. Oops. Jumped out. So. Okay, so unfortunately I failed today. Rolled too low. I mean, I rolled a 6 when it jumped out, but I'm not going to count it. And then, so I failed at fishing, so we're going to float about, and it's an unusual day, so 2 things happen. 4 and 1. Visitors arrive in town, and something spectacular happens. Okay. Alright, so I'll just write about it. Okay. So unfortunately today was a bust. I couldn't catch anything, so no money. I knew that first day's luck was too good to last. The town's bustling today, probably some high school kids on a tour of the college or something. That's about the only reason anyone ever comes here, really. But when I leave, I notice that the gate into the ritzy neighborhood that the 1% bridge is in has busted. It'll be a little easier for me to get in and out for a while. Nice! Right, so day 4. So we'll just play for a week and see how it goes. This game is fun, it's cute. I don't know that it's like something that I could do for a whole stream, but it might be nice to just play a couple days here and there. It's very satisfying to just be like, just fish. Just fish. Tremendous storm. Alright, what is with the weather lately? Jeez. Okay, well. Apparently I can only ever have unusual days or a storm. 6. A friend day. Someone joins you +1 fish die when fishing today. Nice. Cool. So we'll try to go fishing. It's the 6 of diamonds, so again I need a 4, 5, or 6. So I do get 3 dice today because a friend has joined. One, a 6, and a 2. Perfect. I got what I needed. So then it is a 6, so it's worth 2 gold. And then I get a float about. I'll write about what happens. 6, you enjoy a nice meal. That is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the fishing spot now. So I'll lose all my money to upgrade the fishing spot. I know I technically spent it on upgrading the fishing spot, but it does seem weird to literally upgrade the fishing spot, so I'm gonna say I spent the money on the meal instead. Okay. My buddy Nick, who told me about the fishing spot, came along today. Diary. He's been doing this way longer than me, so with his help I actually managed to catch something today. It does feel like the river has more fish in it than it did when I first came. Did all the rain this week wash some more fish into the water? Is that a thing? Anyway, after we finished up, we went out for a nice meal to celebrate our haul, and by nice, I mean it's good conversation over $2 menu eats, but you know, it was nice. Okay. That is nice. Alright. Now we have a level 2 fishing rod and a level 2 fishing spot, so surely that means that I'm gonna do a little bit better today. Maybe. This is cute. I do appreciate how, like, simple and sweet it is. It's a 1, so perfectly normal day. Alright. So now it's a level 2 fishing, so I got 2 fish that we can catch. I have the Queen of Clubs and the 4 of Hearts. You're supposed to describe the fish, but I don't really want to do that. Like, I'm creative, but I don't really want to sit here and come up with like a bunch of different fish. I wonder if there's an oracle I could use that. I have this cozy oracle. I wonder if there's fishing on here. Probably not. No. This is a cute, like, cozy, whimsical fishing table that I have, but I don't think it has anything for fishing. Yeah. Okay, anyways. So, we are going to, I'm gonna fish. So since I have, oops, let's roll a little too far down. So hearts and spades. So hearts is 1, 2, 3, spades is 2, 4, 6. So basically, as long as I don't roll a 5, I can get something. Which is good, I'll take it. Watch me roll 2 5s right after saying that, like, oh, I just have to not roll a 5, and then immediately rolls 2 5s, probably. Yeah, there we go. I rolled a 5, just like I knew I would, so I didn't catch that. But with a 2, I can catch either of them, so which one is worth more money? The hearts or the spades? Or no, the queen is going to be worth more money, so I guess I'll catch the queen of spades. God. Or queen of clubs, sorry. Oh, I forgot to roll for the float about. So, queen is worth 3 gold. So I can go ahead and upgrade. So I'll upgrade the fishing rod again. Let's roll for the mundanity of life. 6, so I enjoy a nice meal. Okay, there were so many fish in the river today that it was actually overwhelming. Lots of other people came to fish too, but I did catch a pretty good one. Looks like a trout or something, I don't know. I sold it off and had enough to upgrade my fishing rod and buy some deli meat to fix myself a sandwich for dinner. Maybe fishing is my calling, and this master's in speech pathology isn't actually doing me any favors. Alright, so last day of the week. Was fun. Alright, check the forecast for the day. Unusual day. Okay, so fishing. Jack of spades. 5 of spades. Ooh. Spades I need to roll evens. Wait. I rolled a 2 and a 5 again. Okay, so I'll get the jack. Worth more. That's 3 more gold, which I will use to upgrade my fishing. Oh, wait, I forgot. I get 3. I upgraded my rod. Nope, that one's odd too, so I still only catch 1. Okay. I'm gonna upgrade the fishing spot. And then I'm going to roll on the float about. It is an unusual day, so 2 things happen. 9, 5, and something spectacular and something mundane. I am just gonna cancel those out into nothing happens, and that's okay. Hi, Viper! Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day so far. I caught another trout today, slightly bigger than the one from yesterday. This time I set aside all my earnings to pay rent. I think I should be okay for this month actually, if I go on like this. Who knew fishing could pay the bills? It's a normal day, but that's kind of what's so extraordinary about it. Not that long ago I was stressed about job searching, money, everything, but now every day I wake up ready to head to the bridge over the river and go fishing. It's a quiet life, but every day is a little different from the day before. I think I could get used to it. That's where we'll call it the end. There's a really fascinating, fun loop with this. I could definitely play more, but the game is literally endless, so I think it's nice to just stop here on a nice note. Caught some fish, upgraded both the fishing rod and the fishing spot. We'll call that a happy end. That's a lot of fun. I like that way of fishing, of just like, okay, the card is something and then the dice is like you actually fishing. It's very cute. Again, not really... And this reminds me of the conversation that I had kind of with Atomic last night about, well, he was saying that he needs his stories to have a little bit more of like a climactic feel at least once per season or something, but I think this sort of normal everyday type of story is really fun and chill. And I mean, this is a cozy stream, right? But this is really, really cozy. I like it. This is fun. And I don't have to worry about keeping anything alive. And I guess because it's endless, even if you don't catch anything, well, the next day you can try again, you know? And so, no, there's something nice about it. Just like every day is another chance to try. There's something really nice and positive about that. If you saw someone steal fish from a gated community to pay rent, no, you didn't. yeah, no one saw anything. It's fine. Yeah, it feels like a lot of fun. It's really fun in a cozy, calm sort of way, but it is very satisfying. I do enjoy both this game and the Orchid game, how gamey they are. Like, I enjoy journaling, you know, obviously, but I think the game aspect is really fun because my Locking Out the Apocalypse game that I made is kind of like this in the sense that you're rolling dice and you're trying to match it to certain patterns in order to unlock or to lock and unlock these locks that are on your door. It's like a whole thing, but it's that game aspect that makes it fun, because a lot of the games I play are more like, hey, the game aspect is just the randomization, but it is like you're playing a board game. It just also has a narrative attached to it, and that's a lot of fun. Okay, so I have one more game that I had planned for today. And this goes in a completely different direction, but I think it's nice because I played a game about gardening, a game about fishing, but we haven't done anything with the house, the home. So we're going to now. It's cozy in another way. So the last game is called Darling, You're a Haunted House. This is a game about a house. And I thought this would be a nice final one. Because yeah, get to be a house. So I also got this one in the Solo But Not Alone 6 bundle. But I think this will be nice and fun. Alright. This is also a pay what you want game. Oops. Can I get out of this menu? This one is a trifold, so it's a little difficult to display, but hopefully I can. I hide the sidebar. Alright. Okay. Oops. There we go. Alright, so what is this game? Darling, You're a Haunted House is a solo role-playing game powered by the Second Guest system designed for the One Page Jam 2023. Short game about embodying a haunted house and exploring your place in the community while existing as your best spooky self. I should probably change the music now. Or at least pick a creepier kind of song. Here, there's the Spirits Eve Festival one. I'll just put this one on loop for a while. To play, you will need a journal or writing implement, which is what it's obsidian. Darling, You're a Haunted House. A D20 and a D6. Okay, so there's the D6, here's the D20. Easy peasy. Oh dang, I have this bundle as well. Oh my gosh, then you could play all of the games that I played today. The world is your oyster, and the 1% bridge is also an oyster that you can fish from. Haha. Alright, to begin, create your haunted house. There's some questions to think about below. Consider starting your game with a description of yourself, a doodle if you so wish. No drawing. Covering some of the core information. What kind of building are you? Let's see. I'm gonna be, let's see. What kind of building am I? I'm gonna be an old building, like Civil War era house. Only if I fished that oyster, a previous Blockbuster turned dentist's office. Oh my gosh, wild. That would be a funny one. Are there any current superstitions about you and are they true? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read this little story I wrote up. It's an old Civil War era house. For a time it was used as a historical site, not quite museum, and was heavily upkept to keep its status as a historical place. Because my aunt lives in like a historical house in Virginia, and she did. And they had to do all this stuff to keep it as like a historical site. It has to be like a certain percentage, like old stuff. However, the business fell on rough times and the whole venture was abandoned. The house was passed from owner to owner through various litigations and foreclosures. Now it's here and no one's quite sure who owns it, but the house has been untouched for a long time. The house is reportedly haunted by the soul of a woman whose lover went off to fight in the Civil War and never returned. Some say that they've spotted her ghost in the mirrors of the hallways, or sometimes out back staring towards the horizon. In longing. This is partially true, but the ghost of the woman is angry rather than longing, as her lover survived but eloped with another woman. Her poltergeist behavior is part of why the house couldn't be used as a residence. She drives out any man who tries to live there, and no one ever stopped to notice that only men ever face her wrath. Easy peasy. Alright. Following the creation of your haunted house, it is time to create a small scale that goes from 1 to 6. That is your reputation scale. You start with a reputation of 3, and as you play, some events will increase or decrease your reputation. Okay, out of 6. While playing, think about how your local community feels about you, and if you start playing into the spookier implications of your haunted status. To start play, roll your 20-sided dice. The number you roll will correlate to an event on the table over Leaf Journal. Adjust your reputation scale if you should need to. Continue this loop, and upon rolling the same number a second time, add something to the previous journal entry that you did not previously mention. Okay. Then you will roll your 6-sided dice. If the score you roll is greater than or equal to your reputation score, the game ends and you can write a fitting conclusion for your haunted house. Okay. Well, that seems like... So do you just roll your d6 when you roll the same number twice? And upon rolling the same number a second time, you will add something to the previous journal entry, then you will... Okay, that's what I'm gonna take. Otherwise, you can literally end the game in the first turn, and that would be a little bit too much, so... Okay, cool. Okay. So, yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. RIP, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah, a lot. Okay. Then we're gonna start. Say 14. Describe your strangest room. Okay. I don't know about the strangest, but I figure this is just what I'll say. There's a room that was used to show the music of the time, with various musical instruments strewn about. Now, of course, they're all in disrepair and molding into nothing. The woman was never able to play any of the instruments in life either, so it seems as if this room exists merely to taunt her. What was the point of this room? To serve as a fake orchestra set? I don't know. I feel like I'm not taking this super seriously in the sense that it's supposed to be creepy, but it's like cozy creepy to me. So I'm gonna take the rules to mean that, yeah, I don't roll the d6 until I roll 2 of the same, you know? 12. Because otherwise the game I could roll the d6 now, roll a 4, and then the game is just over, so... Okay, smash. One of your windows are shattered. Glass scatters across old floors in a room once forgotten. What was this room, and how did the window break? Hime, that just gave me an idea for my own RPG design. Oh, that's awesome! Do tell. Kind of craps progression, yeah. Okay. Once a man's room, now repurposed into a children's nursery, an eyesore for the woman in more ways than one. Some people come by today, wanting to look at the house. It's a fixer-upper, but it has definite charm to it, says an older woman, her hair, nails, and face perfectly set. This is someone who's used to things going her way. The man beside her nods. Yeah, it'd make a great Airbnb. I can't believe it's on the market for so little. The word market triggers her. The window of the nursery shatters so loudly that the entire group of onlookers flinches. The woman shuffles away in her high heels, yelling about hauntings and ghosts, while the man grimaces. I know there's people who'd be into staying at a haunted hotel, but it's not my bag. The woman is at the window, looking out at them in displeasure as they leave. She hasn't been in this room in so long. Seeing it with this children's furniture to show off the care of a baby that never existed. Museum indeed. She no longer feels despair, only hate. Or? It is Halloween. A group of youths approach and one is dared to knock on the door. How do you react? Halloween. The house is typically called upon or used for dares or pranks or some such nonsense. The woman doesn't mind this too much. They aren't really intruding on her space, just wanting to build their courage. There's something almost charming about it. She watches the girl walk up to the door nervously and knock 3 times. Just to mess with her a little, the woman has the front door swing open, just a little. But the creaking noise frightens the girl, who runs away shrieking as her friends follow her, laughing all the way. The woman shakes her head. Children. 17. Under new management, estate agents, what changes are being made? -1 reputation. Oh no. Real estate agents are back again. They've brought an exorcist to douse the place in holy water or ginger or whatever else popular culture has said will send ghosts away. The woman draws back purely because of the smell, retreating to the back that was once her garden. There's nothing there now, no vegetables or herbs, but at least it won't smell like hot ginger. The agents mean to fix up the house. The woman watches their work with annoyance, but doesn't have the energy to stop them at present. Amazing that I've managed to roll a different number each time. A painting of you is hung in a local gallery. Who painted it and why? The agents speak of a painting of the woman which has brought about a buzz and a resurgence of interest in the house. Evidently, the painting is about the endurance of love and depicts her gazing longingly at the horizon with her back turned to the house. The thought of such a painting distorting her feelings makes her absolutely sick. It's poor ghost. Poor lady. 7. I haven't gotten 7 right. No. Swifts come to roost in your rafters every spring. Do they disturb your peace or do you welcome them home? Every spring, the Swifts return to roost in the creaky rafters of the house. Only now, the agents have blocked access with their renovations. The birds chirp mournfully as they circle the place. The woman uses some of her dwindling energy to break some of the wood on the roof, allowing them access. She watches them nest and get their family set up in warmth and safety. Hopefully, the agents leave them alone. It's a 6. A ghost hunt is organized on your grounds. How do you feel, and do you reveal anything to these amateur sleuths? +1 reputation. Okay. So I went down and then back up. With the combined buzz of the painting and the renovations, there's more interest in the house than ever. A group of teenagers with shaky hands come to investigate the woman and capture footage of her likeness on camera. She decides not to move at all, conserving her strength after helping the Swifts. If this causes the agents to lower their guards, all the better. $18. Oh my God. I have really rolled a different number every single time. That's wild. The estate owners have just uncovered a basement. What was the last thing you remember being down there, and what does it look like now? The agents have uncovered the basement filled with old wine bottles. The woman remembers a time when only potatoes were stored there, helping everyone in her family prepare for the winter. The later owners, with only greed in their hearts, stuffed it full of expensive wine, only for the woman to lock the basement from them. She wonders how much the wine might be worth now. There's something cozy about this haunted house. 11. What was the secret left behind by your original occupants? Well, I've been writing it from the POV of the ghost instead of the house, my bad. No, not the wine. I mean, they got the wine. It's good now.
Vampire Gremlin just sent 385
my goodness. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well, Vampire Gremlin. Such a cool name. Yeah, shouldn't it be on 6,000 now? Because it was at 5,615. These points are... Okay, so... I'll put up the Donathon graphic. So basically $1 is worth 2 points. I did it that way so that everything would be nice and even, because the amount of money that like gift subs cost and everything is a little bit... Some of them are odd. And so I did it this way so that the points would like stay nice and even most of the time. So yeah. You did 385, and so that's not quite $4, but yeah, so just below 8 points, I guess. But yeah, that's what it's based off of. It's not literally in dollars. It's... everything is doubled a little bit. But yeah, thank you. Yeah. I did it this way so that no matter whether you did gift subs or bits or anything, that it would still contribute points. And it would still all... the points would all roughly be the same, and so that's why $1 is 2 points. Because that way it makes it really simple to calculate for like gift subs and such. Because I have those, I have the gift memberships on the red site that also count, and then the Ko-Fi as well. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's almost a whole year. That is 19. Wow, I really have rolled a different number every time. That's gonna go on forever. Parcel winds up at your door. What is it? Okay. A pallet arrives at the house, a bunch of wood and tiles for the renovation. It's placed far enough from the house that the woman cannot reach it to sabotage, but still the builders are too afraid to approach, so the materials are left there for several days, getting rained on and such. It almost feels as if nature itself is on her side, though of course the tiles are probably still usable. The wood they chose for the flooring is just so tacky. Roll a 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so at this point, I've rolled just over half of the numbers on this d20. Still haven't gotten any doubles. That's wild. Well, now the chances of rolling doubles are higher than not. Slightly, so. 13. You become a home for another haunting. What has moved in? What rumors come with them, and do they get along with your current occupants? Oof. I think a demon should come in. Oh, it's turning into a romance. Five, 8, huh? Oh, yeah, it's been doing, my Donathon has been doing really well. It's awesome. Really happy. So much time. It's helped me fight my credit card debt, Donathon. Okay. The woman's rage eventually attracts a demon to the house. Fascinated by her long-lasting anger, he comes to observe, to egg her on, and see just how long her rage towards her former fiancé might last. As the days stretch on, however, he becomes more curious to see if she might smile instead, but her face is in a permanent frown. Naturally, his presence empowers the woman to cause more trouble for the agents and builders. The renovation stalls. Mr. Schaff, 1 year, 5 months, 22 hours. That is so long. That's awesome. Okay. 16. What is your fondest memory? How did it turn you from a house to a home? Well. When the war ended, many of the disabled soldiers who had been in the house for medical care were left without a place to go. The woman housed them and allowed them to stay for as long as they needed. Every day was filled with warmth, but that moment when the war ended and pure gratitude flooded the house as golden sunlight filtered through the trees into the windows. Unforgettable, despite all the despair that came afterwards. Oh my god. 11. Ooh, I think I... Yep, I already did 11, so I'm going to add to it. And then we'll roll. Would that the... So I added that she can only go to places her ashes have touched, so only within the house and what was once the garden. And she haunt. Would that the winds might blow her further away. Okay, so now we actually get to do the other game mechanic, which is that I'm gonna roll a d6, and if the score is greater than or equal to the reputation score, the game ends. So currently my reputation is at 4, so it's like not super lucky. We'll see. Oh, never mind. I rolled a 5. That's that. Alright, So here's the ending. The woman tires. The demon, seeing that her rage might eat her up entirely after so many centuries, feels alarmed towards losing the fascinating toy he's found, not even realizing that she's long been more than a toy to him. Using his dark powers, he gathers up some of her ashes from the soil. You can go wherever your ashes are, can you not? Come along with me. Why not find that fiancé of yours and put an end to everything? His offer, which he doesn't realize has no strings attached, is far too tempting. She takes his hand and departs for unknown realms. The house is finally unhaunted, though it takes a long while for anyone to reattempt renovations again. The end. That was sweet. Man, I rolled so many different numbers. We got through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got through 12 of the 20 prompts. But I rolled doubles right away. Or not doubles, but I rolled, like, my reputation right away. R.I.P. fiancé. I mean, the fiancé is already dead. But yeah, we're gonna find his soul somewhere in the underworld and make him suffer, I guess, because how could he do that? That was fun. I know I was supposed to write from the perspective of the house, but I ended up writing from, it wasn't, I guess, kind of the perspective of the ghost rather than the house, although I tried to make the entries more about the house itself too, so I think it worked out. That was a lot of fun. It was like a fun little exercise, and that's why I thought this would be more cozy, because you could make it more creepy, I guess, but I wanted this to be cozy, and so even though it has like a little bit of a tragic base, and there's a ghost and a demon, I think it still ended up being really cozy, and it like a little bit of romance maybe after she finds her ex-fiance's soul, that she and the demon can go on together and do stuff, you know. I think that's kind of nice. But I love the idea of this game because you can definitely go darker. The prompts are interesting. They're not inherently dark, but I think that's what's nice about it, is you have that balance between like dark horror and a little bit of whimsy that I appreciated. She's gonna go all Shang Tsung. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my god, that's a throwback reference. That's funny. Okay, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this stream. It's 11:11. Make a wish, but yeah, I have to get ready for work. The stream ended up being about the length that I wanted it to be, which is perfect. And I was worried that we wouldn't get to play all 3 games, but I'm glad that we did. I'm sorry I couldn't. You know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna try the Orchid game one more time before we end. I'm gonna try one more time. I want to try the Orchid just once more, because it just makes me sad to think that I have to end it, like, can't win. Missed a chunk of it, but cozy vibes are off the charts. I'm so glad. Yeah, the fishing game was super fun. They're all fun in different ways, but yeah, let me try the Orchid game one more time. This is the least cozy, but dang it, like, inspires me. We're gonna try one more time and see if I can make this Orchid live. Doubtful. Doubtful. But we'll have one more chance at Gamba for anyone that's here. It's the same one. You guys have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to predict while I get set up here. Okay, well, it's D6. So it's a D6 plus 3 for the number of flowers and leaves. That is 4. Oh shoot, that's really low. Thing. I don't think this is gonna be possible. Holy sheesh. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be possible, but let's find out. I could get exceedingly lucky, but I doubt it. Ooh. I'll give y'all the 2 minutes to vote while I think. Think, Pooh, think. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Ugh. A reminder for me to hydrate as well. That's very good. Important. couple more seconds to put in your points for the prediction. Somebody's gonna win something. Guess I can put up these cards. Okay, let's see if the prediction is finished, so that way I can't see how my I mean, you already can have a prediction based on the fact that it's only 4 turns, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Round 1. 3. So let's water the orchid. Okay. 3. Down, right down. I don't think this is gonna be possible. Nope. But I did make 3, 4, 5, so the soil, actually this is a new ending, I haven't had this one. If soil is your highest, their orchid is lacking the necessary energy to convert their soil nutrients and water into energy. There's probably some mold growing on their soil. You know, at least I can say I got all the bad endings. I got one of each. It is satisfying to do make 3, 4, 5. Guys, we can't make the orchid live. I challenge you to play this game and see if you can make the orchid live, because I could. Please mold. Yeah, you're so right. Please mold. Oh no. Oh no. Man, enjoy your points, I guess. Gosh. One more time. One more time. Lucky 7. This is the 7th time. 7th time lucky. 7th time lucky. 7th time lucky. Would be easier to raise kids at this point, probably. Wow. At this point, it is more a matter of RNG than anything else, but you know what? Okay. This is our final try. Final try for real, for real. This orchid. This orchid, please. Please. I've killed 6 orchids, you guys. One more. One more. Jesus. No! I don't want the 6. Why is a red moon beside your name? I don't know. I don't see a red moon beside your name. Alright. On stream? I don't know. That's just the icon. It's just, if you don't have an icon, like you don't have a profile picture on Twitch, so I think that's just their, like, filler image. I don't think it's meant to be a moon. I think it's supposed to be like a little Pac-Man talking. 5. This makes it better or worse. I do have one. I don't know. That's weird. Normally it's supposed to show your icon there. I don't know why it's not showing. That is strange. Okay. Amazing. I don't think this is possible for me unless I roll a 1. Oh yeah, if I roll exactly a 1, then I win. Could it be? Well, we overwatered the orchid. It's dead. I got very close though. It is nice when I'm like just 1 away, like I just need a specific number to win. But like, you guys look at these results, okay? 5, 10, 5, 6, 4, 4, 8, 4, 4, 6, 1, 2. This one was really bad. This one was awful. 7, 8, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8, 6, 6. Like, gah! 1 in 6 is terrible odds though. Like, truly spectacularly bad odds. Okay, well, I don't think that's gonna happen, so alright. Yeah, I'll have to play this one for sure. Yeah, it's very easy rules. I want to see how many tries it takes to get that orchid. You know what, though? I can't end on an odd number. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Please. One more. Surely. Surely. Okay, that's 6 turns. I think that's a little bit better. At least it gives me a little bit more wiggle room. But once I did have 3 all that were the same, and then I had 1 roll left, so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna lose. That's so stupid. The orchid was in perfect condition for 1 day. Okay. Okay, this is the last try for real, for real. That orchid experienced a brief moment of bliss before you took it away again. I know. Oh shoot. Oh, that's bad. I don't. Oh no, this is really bad. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can. Would it be better to make this one go up? I don't think it is. No, no. There's no way I can win. There's no way I can win. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. This one is just terrible. It dried out. It's dead. This is great. RNG is not on my side. I would love to know if somebody can actually manage to keep this orchid alive. Like, if you're watching this, hi Silver, I killed 8 orchids. I did succeed in a little bit of fishing, and my haunted house story ended well. So I think on the whole, this was a win for the stream, but I'm just 8 tries and I couldn't get the orchid to live. Why are orchids so temperamental? Please. Art imitates life, as they say. It's going well. Stream is basically over, though. I just wanted to try, because I played this game first, and I couldn't, you know, I couldn't get it to live, so I moved on to the other 2 games, and before ending, I was like, maybe I'll try one more time for this game, but no. No. Alright, sorry, I killed 8 orchids. Okay, hope the rest of the day is well then. Yeah, I'm going to work here in a little bit, but I think everything will be chill. So I'm gonna end stream, go eat something, and then run off to work. It's a fun camp this week. I think it'll be nice. It's a creative camp, so I think the kids are enjoying it. Okay, so let's see if we can raid into somewhere. I'm sorry I was a loser till the end and couldn't keep a single god-dang orchid alive. I did the best I could. Raiding will be interesting because this is not a time I normally stream, so we'll see where everyone can go. Let's see. Well, let's see. Enjoy camp. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thanks for the sick puns as always. Let's see. Guess we can raid into Akari. And she's playing Phasmophobia, but I think she's playing by herself? maybe it looks nice. It's a scary-ish game, but Akari's gonna make it fun and cozy in her own way, so I think we're gonna go there. I couldn't really find a good chill stream that isn't a collab of some kind, so if I can't find something similar to what I'm doing, then we'll just raid into a friend. We'll just call it a day. But thank y'all for being here. My schedule tomorrow, I should be, oh, it's blocked. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a stream with my friend Cassie, some world building. This I'm pretty sure. I should probably confirm it with her. It was on my calendar. But yes, if not, I'll figure out something else to do, but so world building with Cassie tomorrow. Thank you again to Sylveon for the raid. Hopefully I get to see y'all for my stream tomorrow. That one's in the evening, so my normal stream time, unlike today's crazy morning stream. I appreciate so many of you being here, even though it's weird hours. Thank you for lurking at work and such. But yeah, I will see y'all later. Here is the raid message. Raid Akari-san second. Thank you so much. Oh goodness. Wow! Thank you for the raid. We're raiding out. We're currently raiding out, but thank you so much for raiding, Alko. You popped in at a good time. Yeah, I'll just roll your people along like Katamari's and we're gonna go. But thank you so much. Hi raiders. Here's the raid message. We're going out again.